Hello, Wave Country, and welcome to a very special edition of Wave 3 Listens Live. This is what we do best. We are out on location at CaloSpa Rejuvenation Center, located on Lime Kiln Lane. There's so much to talk about, so much excitement in the air, because when the weather starts warming up, yes, it's time to get you ready for Derby and the gift of beauty. There's nothing like it. This is the time. You know, you think about rejuvenation and new growth and a new you come springtime, right? Dr. Bradley Calabrese is here with us. Of course, he is the man behind CaloSpa, and Dr. Chet Mays as well. All right, gentlemen, you look like you're ready to go to work.
We are.
Doc.
We've just finished work, so yeah. So we both were in surgery today. So yeah, I think we always think about springtime as sort of renewal, and sort of it's a good time. We start thinking about, one is Derby here in Louisville, and so getting Derby ready, which has a lot to do with looking your best, and a lot of it's facial stuff, injectables, Botox, things like that, facials, things that are going to just make everybody glow and feel good in their hats. And we're going to wear small hats this year because we want to see how beautiful their faces look now. You know, fascinators, I think, are what we're going to use this year. And then, but beyond that, as we think about summer, then it's really a lot about body. So we want to talk about that today, about how do we treat cellulite, how we treat lots of issues with the body that we want to make somebody look better before they get into those bathing suits and those lighter clothes and those shorts and those things that make us feel a little uncomfortable when things aren't looking exactly like we hoped.
All right. So, Dr. Mays, if you don't mind, I'll ask you. Okay, so the window from now to Derby is pretty short.
Right.
So with that being said, what kind of I don't know, treatments do you recommend when we're this close to Derby that will make a significant difference for your patients?
Right. The window is definitely shortening, and that's why we're sort of coming on air today to talk about it. But the injectables are going to be a big thing. We're going to talk about some of those today, and you're actually going to see a live demo of some of the injectables, specifically Botox and some of the filler products. But those are good because Botox is something you need to do at least a week before an event to let it set in, to have some action to work. So we're weeks ahead of Derby, so we got plenty of time for your Botox. And then as far as the fillers, add some youth to the face. That's something where if you have any swelling or bruising for a day or two, that it's going to go down by the time of the event. And we have products now that last up to a year. So this isn't just for Derby. It's for things past Derby. It's for summertime. It's for even into the fall. Things we're doing now are going to last that long. And then we're going to talk about some body stuff a little later that we can do for things if you're wearing more revealing shirts or dresses for men and women that will definitely show off the body a little more.
A lot more skin showing. You know, right. Speaking of injectables, you know, okay, let's put it this way. If I was having heart surgery, I'd want to go to the most experienced heart surgeon. If you're interested in injectables and fillers or Botox, then this is the place to come, because from what I understand, you do more injectables here than anyone in the state. Is that right?
For sure. We're one of the largest injectable practices in the country. So for just 2 doctors, it's pretty amazing that we do that. And we've been doing it for a long time. So I was one of the first, if not the first, to use Botox in Louisville, and that was back in 1997. So a long time. So we have a long history with these companies, with these products, and we've sort of grown up with them. And so really, when I started practice, there really wasn't such thing as a Medi-Spa. And we really started bringing those things into our office. Okay. And non-surgicals have become so important. And I think you made a big point, which is like, there's not that much time till Derby. Well, the fact about injectables is that it doesn't take much time. These are immediate results, and after you inject them, a few days for maybe some swelling and bruising to go away, and then you have the results for a year. So it's quite different than surgery. So we have plenty of time to look better before we get to Derby time.
You know, and everyone has a budget. I mean, if you're thinking about injectables or fillers, of course, you'd like to come to CaloSpa Rejuvenation Center, but you have a big event that is coming up. And for your current clients or maybe new clients, this is something they really should take advantage of. So I know we're going to talk about that a little bit more in the next segment, but with that being said, a little overview of your injectable event, if you would please, Doctor.
Well, first of all, it's on March 22nd, and it's from 5 to 7 in the evening, so it's nice. It's after work. It's maybe when you get the kids back from school, and you can come over for just a couple hours. It's always fun. It's celebratory. It usually involves some sort of champagne or wine.
Okay, nothing wrong with that.
And some hors d'oeuvres. You know, and that is not to loosen the pocketbook, I promise you. It's not. It is to relax people so they feel comfortable asking questions for it. But it is a great event, and it's fun. But more importantly is that these kind of events, which we don't do very often at all, besides our open house, it's a great savings for them because they can come in, learn a lot. At one time, we can teach a lot of people about the products, all the things we would do one-on-one in a consultation, we can do together, and then we can pass on that savings to them for it. So we have some really clever things, but a lot of the fillers and the Botox and Dysport that we do, even some of the things we do to melt fat away under the chin, Kybella, all of them have discounted prices, and generally they're saving for a lot of these fillers about $700 at the event. So it's a big, these aren't small savings, these are big savings. And so we're being kind of clever. So if you use 2 fillers, right, you get $144 off of those 2 fillers because it is the 144th running of the Kentucky Derbies this year.
Oh my God!
And
leave it to you guys.
Exactly. And if you do one area of Botox or Dysport, your second area costs $144, which is about $100 off for that. So they're very clever. And we have this sort of win, place, and show where you can choose a bigger sort of outline of products with a facial and some filler and some Botox, or you can just do a place, which would be just fillers, or a show where it's just toxins, and do things where it's in your price range. But a lot of the things have like discounts associated with it. So just coming in and learning, having fun, and then enjoying the discount. Now, for anybody that can't come on March 22nd, right, on that day, you can call in and you can purchase any of these with a discount, because we know people have tough schedules. So it's March 22nd, anytime during that day, any of our clients, any client can call in and purchase what they think is the perfect package for them, and then they can get those fillers or those Botox in the few weeks following that phone call. So it's for everybody.
So if you can't make it, then you can still call in advance, right?
Yeah, no big deal.
All right, good. Dr. Mays, I wanted to ask you, okay, so both of you are very accomplished plastic surgeons. You, of course, are requested all over the country.
I'm older, is what you're trying to say. I got it.
Who looks older today?
But I've seen your resumes, and both of you very, very accomplished, very respected. As I said, you're a guest speaker at events all over the globe. With that being said, Dr. Mays, it doesn't hurt. One of the incentives to come here, yes, you have the prestigious name, CaloSpa, Dr. Calabrace, but it doesn't hurt to have fun in an event like this, right?
Right. I mean, we're both very approachable people. We have fun with the patients, but we're doctors at baseline, but plastic surgeons are much different than different types of doctors or surgeons out there. We have to interface with patients well and make them feel comfortable, because a lot of these things we do, sometimes people are anxious about it, and we just sort of have to put them at ease. And we like to get to know people when they come in, and it's not just the 2 of us. I mean, we have over 50 employees here, between here and Lexington, that really make people feel welcome and comfortable, no matter what procedure they're having, whether it's surgery or something in the spa or Medi-Spa. It's just something you just want to put them really at ease with the personalities here.
Well, coming up in the next segment, we've been talking about this injectable event. We're gonna see this man at work. Dr. Chet Mays is going to go to work with some injectables. I'll have you do the color analysis if you don't mind.
Perfect.
All right. So we'll watch him in the room where the magic happens here at CaloSpa Rejuvenation Center. Now, don't forget about that big event. We'll give you more information. Go grab a pin about the big injectable event. It's once a year. You need to take advantage of the specials. Spring is here at CaloSpa Rejuvenation Center. We shall return.